Moving on to the next question. Equal pay for equal work for both men and women are specified in A. Article 39F, B. Article 39G, C. Article 39C, and D. Article 39D. Moving on to the answer. Answer is article option D. It states that there's this equal pay for equal work for both men and women. Moving on to the next question. As per Article 37 of the Constitution of India, the provisions contained in the Part 4 shall not be enforceable by dash, but the principles therein laid down are nevertheless fundamental in the governance of the country, and it shall be the duty of the state to apply these principles in making law. Option A, any tribunal. Option B, any court. Option C, any quasi-judicial forum. And option D, all of the above. Moving on to the answer. The answer is B. It states that the application of principles contained in this part, the provisions contained in this part shall not be enforceable by any courts, but the principle therein laid down are nevertheless fundamental governance of the country. So the emphasis is that the principles, the provisions laid down are not to be enforceable by any court. So moving on to the next question. Which of the following statements are true with regard to the Indian Constitution? The state shall strive to promote the welfare of the people by securing and protecting as effectively as it may a social order which dash shall inform all institutions of national life. Option A, justice, social, economic and political. B, justice, social and economic. C, justice, social and political. And D, justice, economic and political. Moving on to the answer. The answer lies in Article 38 of the Constitution. So the answer is justice, social, economic, and political. I repeat, justice, social, economic, and political. Moving on to the next question. By which Constitution amendment Article 39A was added to the Constitution of India? A. 42nd Amendment Act. B. 24th Amendment Act. C. 20th Amendment Act, and the 44th Amendment Act. Moving on to the answer. The answer is A, the 42nd Amendment Act. So as we all know, the 42nd Amendment Act is one of the most significant Amendment Act. In fact, it has been often referred to as a mini constitution. So the answer is A, 42nd Amendment Act. Moving on to the next question. Read the assertion A and reason R and answer using the codes given below. Assertion. Article 39A, 43A, 48A and 51A are not in the Constitution of India at the time of enactment of the Constitution. Reason. Later inserted by the Constitution, 42nd Amendment, 1976. Option A. Assertion and reason are right, but reason is not the right reason for A. B. Assertion is wrong and reason is right. C. Assertion is right and reason is wrong. And D. Assertion and reason are right and reason is the right reason for assertion. Moving on to the answer. The answer is D. Both the assertion and reason are right and the reason is the right answer for the assertion. So these constitutions were not part of the original, these articles were not part of the original constitution, and they were later inserted by the 42nd Amendment Act of 1976. Moving on to the next question. Under Article 43B of the Constitution of India, states shall endeavour to promote voluntary formation, autonomous functioning, democratic control, and professional management of dash. A. Universities and colleges. B. Schools and colleges. C. Banks. And D. Cooperative societies. Moving on to the answer. The answer is C. So this provision is related to the management of cooperative societies. Moving on to the next question. Through which Constitutional Amendment Act 43B was added to the Constitution of India? A. 42nd, B. 24th, C. 97th, and D. 44th. So moving on to the answer. The answer is C, 97th Amendment Act. Now, moving on to the next question. Men are mortal, so are ideas. An idea needs propagation as much as a plant needs watering. Otherwise, both will wither and die. This statement was made by option A, Mahatma Gandhi, option B, P.T. Jawaharlal Nehru, option C, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and option D, Granville Austin. Moving on to the answer. The answer is C, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Moving on to the next question. Under Article 9 of the Constitution, no person shall be a citizen of India by virtue of dash or deemed to be a citizen of India by virtue of Article 6 or Article 8 if he has voluntarily acquired the citizenship of any foreign state. Options A, Article 5, B, Article 6, C, Article 7, and D, Article 8. Moving on to the answer. The answer is A, Article 5. So, Article 9 states that persons voluntarily acquiring citizenships of a foreign state not to be citizens. So, no person shall be a citizen of India by virtue of Article 5 or deemed to be a citizen of India by virtue of Article 6 or Article 8 if he is voluntarily acquired the citizenship of any foreign state. Now, moving on to the last question. What are those fundamental rights which are conferred on citizens alone and not for the non-citizens of India? A, Article 15, B, Article 16, C, Article 19 and 29, D, all of the above. Moving on to the answer. The answer is D, all of the above. In fact, the only two fundamental rights which are available for both citizens and aliens are Article 14 and Article 21. With that, I conclude my presentation. Thank you.